Okay, this time I'm gonna intentionally miss, so we can show you some angles.
All right, so now the purpose of the game is to accumulate more points than your opponent at the end of the 12 puck play. So when Dave is on the board, I have two choices. I can make contact with him, ideally knocking him off the board and myself staying on the board, or I can call a 20. If I call a 20, I have to make it, and if I don't, the puck is removed from the board at your opponent's discretion.
Correct.
So I am going to try to knock him off the board and stay on. Just like that.
Okay, now, my shot, and I got a lot of things I can do here, but I cannot easily make a 20, so I'm gonna try to knock him off, but leave my puck so it's not right next to the hole. If the puck is next to the hole, it's easy for the opponent to come in and just tap it and make a 20.
All right. So now I have a slight advantage because Dave didn't take me off, but I'm still just going to play to take Dave off and stay on.
Okay. I can hit either puck. I'm gonna try to hit this puck straight through here.
All right, so now I have a difficult shot. I can go through this alley here, but it's the smallest alley in the game. It's the tightest, so it's the most difficult shot. I can do a combination shot. That's another interesting thing. People have questions about that. Do I have to make contact with the shooting puck? The answer is no. One of your pucks has to make contact with the opponent's pucks in order for it to be a legal shot. So, why don't I try to show that? So this is a perfectly legal shot. If I do a combo shot where I'm hitting my own first and then attempting to knock him off. And see, that's a bad shot though, because I missed, and because I didn't make contact, the shooting puck also comes off the board like that.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to make a 20.
All right,
I missed.
and I'm gonna take this one off. Like that.
Okay.
All right, so now we can get into some of the more advanced nuances of play. So I have a possibility, it's not easy, but I have a possibility to knock this and make a 20 here. Now an interesting thing is I don't want to just knock him off straight, because if you hit it dead straight like that, then all the energy is transferred from this puck to that puck, and this puck stays where it is. But if you hit it at an angle like that, and this is something that we learned from playing pool, is that this puck can actually travel away from it, and that puck will get some energy. But the specific rule is, it's very interesting, is that this puck will travel along the perpendicular between the line of centers. So you can use that knowledge to try to make a 20 in a situation where it doesn't look very likely. So I'm going to try, like I said, this is difficult, but anyway, but you see it went over there. I didn't make it, but you can use that that knowledge to try to make 20s in strange places.
And you'll notice as we're shooting that from where you are, the viewer, this is the most difficult. These two are the most difficult alleys to go through. There's only about 1/8 of an inch clearance on either side. These are called Hogan's Alley, after Ben Hogan, who was able to nail the 17th green at St. Andrews, which was a very narrow fairway. And so from where you are, that would be the most difficult shot. In this case, I'm going to just simply tap him and try to make a 20. I don't have to call it because I'm going to tap him first. So again, that's a very simple carom shot.
Right. And so I am at 20 behind now. And this is interesting because that puck can also be used to make another 20. So I can knock Dave off, but then I leave this puck in a way that could be problematic. But I don't have a great way to make the 20, but I'm going to try it anyway. So I'm going to call a 20 here, And what I'm going to try to do is knock this puck into there. Oh, so
Try
that's-
again.
Okay, try again. All right,
For
there we go.
demo.
For the demo purposes.
Okay,
No.
well, he made contact with his own, but he didn't make contact with me. And to his detriment, he made his closer for me. So
Yeah.
again, anytime there's a puck around the hole, it's easy to use it as a backboard or a sideboard to go in for a 20. Like that.
Yeah, that was a great shot. So now I have.
Why don't you go down to Hogan's? Show
I'm
them
going
what
to do the
Hogan's.
try the Hogan's Alley.
From our
Again,
perspective, this is the Hogan's.
This is a very difficult shot to make it through Hogan's.
Try again.
Like I said, I missed that.
Perfect.
There we go.
perfect.
And then I got it off here and into the 20, so I get the 20 points from there.
That's an excellent,
All right.
excellent. That couldn't have been a better shot. Now, with this puck here being near a post, my goal is to tap it, come off the post, and go back in. But it's a tough shot. Most likely, I'm going to try to make it hit off that post. Is what I'm going to do here. No.
All right. So again, I can use that tangent angle. That's what I defined earlier. Is at the moment of contact, if the puck comes in at an angle, if you imagine in your mind freezing the moment of contact, and you draw a perpendicular between the line of centers, that is the direction that your shooting puck goes, and along the line of centers is the direction that the object puck goes. So I can use that theory here and attempt to both knock Dave off and get into the center area.
Try
Or
again.
I could just
Try again.
miss it. Oh, can't believe I'm doing this.
There
Just
it is.
like
there
that.
It is.
There we go.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Again, I'm going to try. He's around the center hole again. But I'm just going to call it 20 because I don't think I can hit him. I think I'm just going to call it 20. Well,
All right.
a
So
very weak shot. Let me try again.
Yeah, try again.
I'm gonna try again.
There we go. All right, there we go. And he did hit me. And this is another interesting point of strategy: is that if you have a backup puck on the board, it's a lot safer to call a 20.
Right.
If you don't have a backup puck on the board and you call a 20, then you give a pretty big advantage to your opponent on the next shot because your opponent is guaranteed to have a free shot in that
Correct,
circumstance. Whereas if you have a backup puck on the board, even if you miss,
Your opponent will not have a free
will
shot.
not have a free shot. So again, in this case, I cannot win. Dave's got more on the board.
You should have one more
I should have one more,
Yeah.
I suppose.
because you did a.
Well, okay, so I'm going to try to demonstrate the carom angle again and use that puck to make a 20. Oh, it
So
went
you
over
call
the
it
top,
20?
but I hit that too hard.
Called the 20. You didn't make it. Okay. You should have one more puck after I shoot.
All right. Well,
Okay.
I don't know where it
So
went.
here my strategy is to clear him out. I've got a pretty formidable lead. I'm not too worried about losing this game, but I do want to keep points on the board.
Right.
I never want to just play loose.
And this is,
This is the hammer. This
this is the
last
hammer. I have nothing here to go for except glory. But, I can try to get 2 off. It's unlikely. But
Okay.
anyway.
We got 3 off.
I got 3 off. So that would be the end of play. 12 pucks are played. You would count all the pucks on the board and the pucks on the rail. So in this case, I have 60, 70. Dave has 105. So obviously Dave would have won that game. And another interesting nuance is the game can be played either to a predetermined number, like a race to 3, a race to 5, a race to 7, whatever. In that case, all you care about is who wins the game, and you just rack up, you keep track of who wins the game. Another way that it's played, I find it to be more interesting, is you play to a predetermined point total. 500 is very common predetermined point total. The reason why I find that variation more interesting is that when you find yourself behind, it's still important to make points because those accumulate and you can gain them back. Whereas when you play just when the game is the only thing that matters, anything above what you need is useless. So anyway, that's another way. Predetermined game count or predetermined point total.
Thanks for watching and join us for the next video. This is Dave and Jeremy for the Peach Nut and Crokinole channel.
All right.
Okay.